Hi everyone. The following diagram shows two triangles, OBC and OBA, on a set of axes. Point C lies on the y-axis and O is the origin. So basically what we're going to do is answer these 5 questions, and this is a review for the IB exam for gradient functions, gradient of linear functions. So the first one, let's look at that. It states the equation BC is y equals 4. That means the coordinates of C, this is going to be 4. Since this line here is y equals 4. So that's going to be x is 0, y is 4. Okay, so that takes care of that. The x-coordinate of point B is A. So that means x is A, and y is still going to be 4. So write down that point. So that's A, 4. All right, now we have to write down the gradient of line OB. So that is this line. And it looks like I'm going to put A4. We already have it here. So this point here is 0, 0, the origin. So your slope or your gradient is going to be 4 minus 0 divided by A minus 0, which equals 4 divided by A. So that goes there. So this answer is 4 divided by A. Okay. Point A lies on the x-axis. That means your y is 0. Okay, and we want the gradient of its perpendicular to OB. So the slope of this line is 4a. So to get the perpendicular slope, you do the negative reciprocal. So basically 4a times the gradient of AB should equal -1. All right, so all you do basically, you can multiply both sides by A over 4. So the slope of AB equals -A divided by 4. There's you get your reciprocal, and then it's opposite. Okay, so we did that, -A divided by 4, and show that the equation of the line AB is that. So basically, I'm going to write this in slope-intercept form. I'm going to get y equals mx plus b. And so y equals -A divided by 4x plus b. Now to solve for b, we're just going to plug in a point that lies on the line, which happens to be A, 4. So your y is 4, and your x is A. So b equals 4 plus A squared divided by 4. So your equation is going to be y equals -A divided by 4x plus 4 plus your b, which is 4 plus A squared divided by 4. Now what I want to do is clear the fractions by multiplying each of these by 4. So you're going to get 4y equals, when you multiply this, the 4's cancel, so you get -AX plus 16, and here the 4's will cancel as well, plus A squared. Now the way they have it is they have the 4y first, so it's already there. Add this subtract this, that gives you a 0 on this side, on the right-hand side. So you're going to get plus AX. Then I'm going to write this one minus, why did I put a square? Plus AX. All right, and then minus A squared minus 16 equals 0. So I just put it in the form that they wanted to see. So there is that. All right. Now for the last part, it says the area of triangle AOB is 3 times the area of triangle OBC. Find an expression in terms of A for the area of triangle OBC. So for that, I'm going to write, let's see, I have OBC here. This is OBC. So I know this is, I got to find the distance here. If you find, we know the area equals 1/2 base times height. So my base, we'll call this the base and this the height. So that's going to be, let's find the base equals A minus 0 squared. Because remember, this was A comma 4. And this was 0 comma 4. Plus 4 minus 4 squared. So that's just, this is cancels out because that's 0. So B equals the square root of A squared, which just equals A. All right, and then your height is going to be the square root, and this is where we're doing the height here, this part. So find that distance. That's going to be 0 minus 0 squared plus 4 minus 0 squared. So that cancels out. So height is the square root of 16, which equals 4. So let's plug that in. So we get area equals 1/2 A times 4. So that's going to be 2A. So that's your answer for that area. Find the x-coordinate of point A. So for point A, we want x, comma 0. So to find that, what we're looking at is this. So what you're going to do is you're going to write so basically this is the area for OBC. Okay, so basically we have area of triangle AOB equals 3 times 2A. Because this was 2A. Now, for the area of this triangle, we're going to, if you look at it, I think I'm going to start another one. So the area of, what did they call it? OBC was 2A. And we know that the area of AOB equals 3 times the area of OBC. So OBC we can substitute in. So this is 3 times 2A equals, now let's do the area of AOB. So that's just going to be 1/2, and we're looking at this triangle here. So base times height. So that's going to be 1/2 base times height, which is going to be your x. This length here, is x. And this is 4. This length here. Because if you draw it this way, you can see it a little better. So this is going to be 4 divided by 2x equals 6a. And we want to find x. So we have 2x equals 6a. So x equals 3a. So basically this point here is 3a, comma 0. Or we're just going to write 3a. And now we have to calculate the value of a. So what we can do to find that is just plug in our x and y and solve for a. So I'm just going to plug this in to this equation. So when you do that, you're going to get 4. Again, this point here was 3a, comma 0. So you get, looking at this, 4 times 0 plus a times x. My x is 3a minus a squared minus 16 equals 0. So this is 0. This is going to be 3a squared minus a squared. I'm going to go ahead and move the 16 to the right-hand side. So I get 2a squared equals 16. So a squared equals 8. And a equals square root of 8. That's exact value. Or you can write it 2 square root of 2. Or you can put it in the calculator. And I haven't done that. Let me see. Do I have it handy? You could write 2 square root of 8. And if you write it this way, 2.82842, and you can just put dots like that. That would be exact value as well. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.